Alright.
That all the audio shit is good.
Of course, you're not going to be able to tell until I click in game. I need to do the sharing, but I'll probably just do the basics.
While we can't for the game, we can still for the commentary.
Right, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, alright, okay, I can be heard.
Yeah, can you?
I still have a little bit of that, like, I sound like I'm peaking quality.
Yeah?
I think. Suzie, can you help me double check this? Because I know my device is...
I cannot right now.
Okay. Maybe I just need to be, like, bumped down or something.
If you sound like you're peaking, it's not your volume, it's on your end, it's your mic somehow.
Well, I don't know how to... I mean, I'm still much louder anyway.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can bump you down, that's fine, as long as you're not under me.
Yeah, it's more of a thing of, I don't think that's going to fix the peaking, but if I am peaking, at least we can turn me down so that it's not as obnoxious.
Right, I turned you down.
That's more of my mindset on that.
I'm turning you down a little bit, but again, like I still have to balance you out with everything else, so...
Well, yeah. Just want to make sure, because I know I can get loud! This is a good test. It sounds like that seems a bit more even.
Better? Okay.
At least from my end it does, but my end lies!
Just give me a second. I had to do something I promised Kita I'd do.
That's fine. You're good.
Running just a little bit late today, so I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna go the whole fucking shebang here with the sharing. Okay. And thank God OBS is working. I cannot tell you how much of an aneurysm I had after Sunday. Oh yeah. Hey Siri.
Oh well, yeah. That makes sense.
Set timer for an hour. Welcome back to Veilguard.
Oh hi!
Oh my God.
Would you look at that?
Last time we actually wound up doing quite a bit. We met some people from a couple of different factions, the Shadow Dragons and the Antivan Crows.
Ra-na-na.
Oh, now I can actually, pull up the map how it's supposed to be. Instead of having to go through the main menu every time. It's almost like the touchpad is supposed to be a fucking
mouse.
Usually, to me, a touchpad is supposed to be a shortcut to a menu, specifically the map. No, the fact of it being in the mouse was the problem. Alright, what do we got? So we got another fucking possibility for romance this run. A very strong possibility. which is
Banana Part 2.
which is not fair because like they're just good
time
characters.
to just start flirting with everyone that you're curious about.
So everyone but Belara right now.
You're a whore for everyone but her.
Pretty much.
She might accidentally take a trip down into the Fade.
Detonate's overwhelmed. Oh.
You know,
Who
it's
has
hard to keep
overwhelmed?
footing in this this part of the Fade. Accidents can happen.
She just
Sundered.
falls forever.
Okay, so you have the same.
She's just talking the entire way down. What will stop first, the Fade or her talking? The world may never know.
Probably the Fade. Honestly.
I love her.
I also do. She's actually a very close second for who I plan to romance. Well, I shouldn't say plan. For my me file.
So
If
nobody.
it wasn't for the person that I picked to be my romance option, it would have easily been Blora.
So nobody has overwhelmed. Still, that's a really cool move. That. There's a rousing shout motivating you to act with renewed determination. Oh shit. Huh. Okay, that's just a damage buff. But we need to up the healing. for every party member, everybody gets a healing upgrade. Also grants flaming weapons. Neat.
And even coffee. I don't know if you saw that.
I did. I appreciate that. So wait, you... No, detonate overwhelm.
Yeah, it might be a bit spacey at the beginning of the stream, because I'm juggling a few things, but I am here.
I am here. Do you detonate overwhelmed? Or, yeah, detonate sundered. Okay.
Sundered is different than overwhelmed.
No, I know. I
Okay,
said
just
the wrong
making sure.
thing. Nobody
Okay.
here has overwhelms. So...
Yeah, overwhelmed isn't... Well, actually, no. I can't say that. I was gonna say, I don't think it's as plentiful as either sundered or weakened. But I also, in the 2 files that I've played, I haven't really had much experience with a companion that has overwhelmed, at least I think. Or if it did, I didn't use that ability. And it went over my head, so...
Gotcha.
That might be more the case, I'm not sure.
Okay, but it definitely goes to show that it's very good to have a balanced party of at least one rogue and one mage at all times, because they definitely bounce off of each other in terms of at least detonation abilities. From what I can see. Okay, now it's time to talk to people. Also, we're still looking good, sounding good, all that?
I want to say yes.
Alright.
I mean, I haven't heard any sort of loud game thing yet, so...
Fair.
Although, talking to somebody is not too far away, so... I will listen during the dialogue.
Right.
Might also say some things during the dialogue intentionally, as opposed to the unintentional speaking over the dialogue that's been happening a lot. Just to see how we also balance, but...
Gotcha.
You
Hello?
asked for time.
Ah!
Is this long enough?
Yes, my head's clearer, though I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Yo, same.
For coffee, I mean?
I knew
Not
you would
today.
like him with his coffee.
You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
As I'm drinking a coffee right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you two and your coffee obsessions are going to be... there's going to be so much... Oh my god, same! Like
Just
that
shut
exact
up.
way.
No, not that exact way. Shut up.
I can't imagine Lucanus doing that.
Not Lucanus!
I can't imagine Jason. Mason. What?
Mason.
I can't imagine Jason doing that either.
No, I was talking about you.
Oh well, yes.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Minrathus. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know Katerina volunteered you to work with us. Are you okay with that?
When the first talent of the Crows gives you a job, you do it. Especially if she's your grandmother. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one.
That's
And
very
after
fair.
a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
That's very fair.
I know we brought you in as a specialist, but things are rough. I need everyone to help out.
Of course. I hate sitting idle, and it's better I stay occupied. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say he picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice.
Good to know.
Not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
So, if you're an abomination...
I suppose I should get used to that.
But I heard that only mages can get possessed by demons.
I'm skilled with a blade, but I promise you, without Spite, I have the magical talent of a brick. There must be some difference
I
between
cast
a demon
brick.
deceiving their way into a body
My
and
favorite
being
spell.
forced into one. Only Zara knows for sure.
This isn't the first time that we've... No, it's not. Yeah, this is not the first time that we've seen demons forced upon those that aren't mages, for one.
Those that aren't mages? I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, because... I mean, fucking Cullen's whole thing in Dragon Age 2 was tracking down Templars that wound up getting...
Yeah,
Or
no.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, they were forced on the Templars.
Yeah.
Of course, that was... Yeah. Yeah, they were forced on Templars, so
Yeah.
that's... Yeah, I forgot about that moment.
The...
For as integrated into the story as they are, it's really easy to forget about Templars in pretty much every game, even 2.
No, that's very fair.
Especially 2.
To be fair, between all three of us and all of our playthroughs in between series here, got a lot rolling around in my head. Which, thank God you're here to keep me straight on, which is the stream-specific stuff.
Yes.
How the fuck did the cord get stuck in my wheel here? Okay. It's my fat ass, I had to stand up.
I admire you. What you've been through would break most people.
I would not give Zara the satisfaction.
Still, you must be a very courageous man.
A very stubborn one, perhaps, but that's kind of you to say. Leave Spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody.
Yes, they are. Also,
I
again,
love him.
yeah, like,
You don't say.
and a lot of these fucking options, as as many of a time as there's going to be a, ugh, I didn't mean to say that type of moment. A lot of these responses are surprisingly in character for Jason. It would just be a different way, like same words, different intention, type of thing. You know, you're a very courageous man. Most people would be broken by what you've gone through. He would say that, but it would be more to like try to strike a deal, right? Instead of romantically. So there is still some like suspension of disbelief, but it's not too far out of the park for me, which is good because it helps keep the immersion. Okay, nothing in the world should be painted that fucking color. Just
that bright?
Yeah. It looks interactable, damn it.
You've been quiet?
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Voices. I don't like that at all.
I know what it must look like, but something tells me the voice wants to help. What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Meaning?
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads. Almost 10 years ago, a shaper from Orzammar bonded with a titan.
Titans. Ancients. You think it's related?
It would make sense, wouldn't it? Volta. That was the shaper's name. Maybe there are more like her down there.
Okay. That makes me feel a little better.
About what specifically?
I was going to be pissed off if they didn't mention that whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, they tried to... See, here's the thing, though. Like, you're glad they mentioned it, but it's also a situation where they tried to include experiences that anyone would have.
Right.
Which means if you didn't do the DLC, you can go fuck yourself.
Right, yeah.
So, but to be fair, they've done that for DLC in the past to an extent. Like for example, 2. Like, you had to have done the Legacy DLC. Otherwise, Inquisition would have made no sense. Like, yeah. So, and like, you had to have done the Trespasser DLC, otherwise Veilguard wouldn't have made sense.
Right.
So, it's like, they've done that before, but like, this one, I feel is a bit more specific, but it's whatever.
So, it technically makes a lot of that DLC canon.
Right, but also, well, I mean, it's technically canon anyway, but also, it's a fact of, there weren't really any choices in that DLC anyway, so it was really easy to use, because it's either you either did it or you didn't.
Right.
And I know that they also mention throughout the games that I'm only learning, like, now. Funny enough, one of the DLC that I've never even played from Origins comes up quite a few times. That apparently is a big world event, which is the, I think it was called the Golems of Kal Shirak, or whatever the fuck it was called.
The Golem DLC?
Yeah, apparently that's mentioned a lot. I didn't know because I never did it, so I didn't know the context. It wasn't until Veilguard that I realized, oh wait, some people are referring to this. And that was another DLC where it's either like you did it or you didn't.
Right.
Like, I don't think there was any choices involved with it, which is why it wasn't in the keep. So, apparently that's a thing. Unfortunately in this series we did not do that, so that just doesn't...
No, but again, when we do a... I still don't know what I would call it, like a fucking revisit or something. I am planning on doing all of those. Like, all of them. It's just the order of it. But yeah, that's not a conversation for right now.
Of course, I also know, like, in 2, I want to say I actually don't... fully know this, but I want to say they also reference, like, into the Sebastian DLC. Even though I know for a fact, in our series, we didn't do that.
No, we did not, because I didn't have that at the time.
So, like, I'd have to look at it again. Perhaps we'll find it in this series, perhaps we won't, it won't matter, so.
Again, it's going to be one of those things where the more games they release in this series, which who knows what happens after Veilguard, we'll discuss that at a later point, will shape, like, what's canon and what not, and what's not, and what, like, would make sense to do in the previous games.
Alright. Well, clearly, it seems, I mean, unless they paint it in a way where the events of the Descent DLC happen regardless, and, you know, Harding just knows about it. I'm assuming they're just going to call, like, the Descent DLC just, you did it no matter what.
Right.
At least I can only assume. And again, unless they paint it in a way where it's like, oh yeah, it's a version of it happened otherwise, but it just, it clearly sounds like it happened.
like Volta just wound up going down on her own with another mercenary company.
Yeah, because I know in the Keep, it words it like, you know, that section of the Deep Roads was severely damaged, and it severely damaged Orzammar as a result. Like the production of lyrium. So I thought that was going to be a thing with the Keep. But again, this game makes it sound like it happened anyway. So, I don't know. Maybe that Strike Force still made it all the way down there, and whatever happened, and news of it still got to the surface. But there was significantly more losses or some shit. I don't know. That's up to them. But this is all speculation, so it doesn't really matter. Right.
Still, it is good to keep in mind for future go-throughs of the series here.
Right.
Because, like, at some point, I would want to do a quote-unquote canon run. So, like, just... I mean, it's still hard, especially with the first 3 games, to really decide what's canon and what's not. But, like, really dig down and see, okay, what would the most canon world state be? And do a run like that. Because I think that would be kind of cool. Especially, you know, with 3-4 world states under my belt, it's not like I would be missing out on personal decisions at this point.
Right. But anyway.
You're going to drag me down to the Deep Roads?
I will absolutely drag you with me wherever I look for answers.
Okay.
I'll check with my contacts in Orzammar. The minute they give me a lead, we'll go.
It's a date.
A date?
I mean, a pre-arranged time and place for a specific activity.
Smooth rock.
Unless you
I know, right?
wanted it to be a date?
I, shouldn't get ahead of myself. Who knows if my contacts will have anything to say.
Right.
Harding is adorable.
No.
She is.
I love her so much.
She's very cute.
And I'm just kind of worried about the start of the lock-in for a lot of these, because you said they vary depending on the character and throughout the game.
They sure do.
I may have to do some save scumming.
You know what, I'm gonna sit on that one.
Just...
No, that wasn't in response to you saying save scumming. I was about to tell you something, but I thought, you know, maybe I shouldn't tell you yet.
Gotcha.
But we'll see. Because
Right.
I don't know, because... So, right now, the options are Harding, Nev, or Lucanus, right?
Yes.
I only have knowledge of Lucanus's because I romanced him in my test file. I don't know when the lock-in points are... Oh, yeah, did I not mention this?
No.
Oh, yeah, It was going to be a toss-up between him and somebody else. Of course, who I romanced there would change who I romanced in another one of my files because I didn't want any overlap, but it ended up not mattering anyway.
Right.
So I just ended up going with him, just because. Anyway, because of that, I only know the knowledge of Lucanus's.
Gotcha.
I have no idea where the lock-in point for Harding or Nev are. I can only assume they will probably be earlier than Lucanus's.
Yeah. That's
but
what
But I have no actual idea.
And I'm just kind of wondering. This is kind of this is a bit of metagaming, but this is also my anxiety kicking in. So I'd rather know than not know.
Right.
If it's one of those things where like the lock-in point only stays for a certain amount of time, or it'll stick around until you do something with it. Like, is it along the lines
it is
of the
very clear
conversations?
in dialogue. It is very clear in dialogue, and it will almost assuredly happen during personal quest stuff.
Gotcha.
So as you just progress in their story, you'll run into it, and it's a pretty definitive, like, you start it now or you don't ever.
I guess what I'm asking is, like, is it on the time limit like a lot of these other conversations have been, or because it's locked with a personal quest, I could just do it whenever during the game and it wouldn't matter?
You mean like you do the personal quest whenever, and then you'll get to it when you get to it, you mean? Or... I'm trying to kind of understand.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm trying to figure out.
I don't want to answer the wrong question.
No,
so
no,
I'm
that's
trying
fair. I'm trying to
get the exact question you're asking.
Okay. So let's say hypothetically, I get Harding's personal quest, and that is the one that locks in the beginning of the romance. Does that personal quest just stay in my journal until I get to it, or is there a time limit associated with it?
There are no time limits associated with personal quests.
Okay. That's... yeah. Of course, again...
Except for specifically 2 of them, but odds are very high you will do so before the time limit goes. And if it looks like you are going to past that, I will actively tell you to do them before you get to that point.
Gotcha. So,
but outside of 2 specific quests, everything else I have never seen a time limit for.
Gotcha. So
anything in the game.
So hypothetically, as long as I'm good with my saving, I should be fine. I can explore all I need to without making a final decision. All right. I just don't want to feel like I'm being rushed to lock something in because it's associated with a time limit, and that just skews the
time limit
entire...
versus. Wait, are you saying like time limit that versus exploring? Like if you just explore, you'll run out of time?
See, I don't necessarily know how to answer that question.
Because if you're worried about exploring and running out of time, don't.
Okay.
Because exploring, it's just like any previous game where exploring doesn't pass any sort of time with a character story.
Okay.
Obviously, if you see a little timer bubble when you go to the lighthouse, I mean, prioritize that.
Right.
Because that is a clear time limit thing. But as long as you don't miss any of those when you're in the lighthouse, you should be fine.
Gotcha. Oh boy, a mission from the crows. What do you want, Balara? Also, why am I doing a light jog? Run, Jason, run! We've got places to go.
I've been catching myself doing that more often when I'm in the game. I've just been leisurely jogging, and I'm just like, you know what, it's fine. Which, frankly, is a good thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It means I'm just enjoying the time.
Oh, Rook! Good to see you. Irilyn and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed, and don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it.
Worrying about ripping holes in reality? Nah.
Don't worry about it. But, like, story, though? And, like, opening up areas for exploration? feel like that's a little bit more important. Damn it.
Dammy.
Story is important, dammy.
You also spelled damn it wrong.
It still wouldn't have fit.
I know. Just
Damn me. It's so weird to see the square symbol on there.
I'll get used to it. This is your new life.
Oh no. Hey, Nev.
If you just walked over and planted your bare
The
ass on
Shadow
her
Dragons
desk.
have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori. If the Venatori move, the Shadows will hear it first. Meet you in Docktown.
That's the next main quest, yeah? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine. I got it. Also a little late. Half an hour late. But I feel like it still bears repeating. I still do not have the chat up. I'm going to say that the chat will just not be here for the entirety of the series, just for absolute peace of mind.
It's possible.
Quite possible.
So it is
Better
being
safe than
monitored.
sorry.
It is being monitored by PJ and Suzie. It still will be in the live chat replay. So like, I'm not disabling the chat. I just will not be seeing it during the stream time. And honestly, it's better for me anyway because I could just play the game without having to worry about it.
Fine, alright. That's the point of the experience.
Oh my god. Actually, you know what? We should probably visit Varric. You gotta pop in on Varric every time we're in the lighthouse.
You little dwarven cripple fuck. He's just like, hello to you too, Rook.
Let me in!
That is the wrong one.
Let me in! No, I'm just
Why do you even want to go that way? That's not even the correct way.
Because it's blocked off.
He just leans right around the corner. You know my room's this way, right?
Normally, my advice on befriending abominations would be don't. In this case, just keep an eye on him.
That's very fair, honestly.
Yeah.
After Anders, that is very fair.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ender.
I missed the don't sign. I wish that was a weapon in this game.
The
That
don't
would be
sign?
great.
That would be... There was a conversation all the way back in Dragon Age 2 when he's talking to Aveline.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget exactly the context of the scenario, but they're talking about, like, I don't know, like criminals or some kind.
Mm-hmm.
And Varric's like, you could just make a sign that says don't on it. You could hit people with it. And then there was actually, I found out very recently that one of the war table operations in Inquisition has a reference to that.
Oh, really?
It's apparently if you do something with Cullen that seems kind of absurd.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very absurd. Oh yeah, it was when it was when after Hallam Sharal, if you kill the Duchess and it's like her remains are in the box, Cullen like in his war table mission jokingly says like, "Oh yeah, we could just have her head on a pike and shake it around." That was a joke. Oh god, you're actually considering it. Like, if you actually pick that, like it, it's the thing says something along the lines of like, we now have an assigned person who is just standing around shaking her head on a stick.
I think I did
And
that
it's
for God, I can't remember what my fucking Inquisitor
Oh yeah,
was.
no, you definitely did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it said something along the lines of they're involving don't signs, but apparently there's a Kirkwall patent on it. On it.
On it.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. On it.
Implying that Aveline, like it's
No, implying that Varric has.
Oh, Varric, yeah,
has the patent on the don't sign.
That's really funny.
It is really funny. I kind of wish that there was. That would have made a great axe or a hammer or something.
Mods.
That'd be really fucking funny.
I forgot.
Let's find Asher.
Asher.
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Matt.
Yeah, after seeing all the equipment. After seeing all the equipment in the game, my me files, I think sticking with this headpiece. It was between two headpieces, but this is the one I'm going with.
It's a good armor set.
It's a really good helmet. Also, I saw some potential weapons that you might want specifically, but that will entirely depend on whether you want an axe or a maul as your final weapon.
Okay.
Because there is a maul that I saw that I think if you saw it, you'd, like, melt. For the aesthetic that you've been kind of building up so far. But I also know that you kind of wanted a blade, so I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, considering the weapon designs in this game, I'm starting to loosen up on my idea of it, especially because, like, okay, there's no greatsword, so I'm gonna have to settle
so it doesn't matter.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fair. But yeah, there's a maul. There's a few mauls that you might like, depending on what it is. But again, I wanted to make sure that first. I can look up for future streams where to get these specific items.
Gotcha.
Because I'm pretty damn sure they're unique items, and unique items don't drop randomly. They are in set locations.
Gotcha. Oh god, I forgot I have no money because I spent so much in fucking...
Yeah, that's about right. That's just what you deal with in the game.
Pet the dog!
Pet the puppy!
Pet the puppy!
Oh yeah, pet the puppy!
I'm gonna pet the puppy again.
Oh, the puppy!
Hi, Matt.
My art.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Like, I know your name is Asher, but, nah. Matt. What the hell? What is this?
Raining again.
I once heard that.
Oh.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
Oh, this is the place that that I actually need to go. Well, we can't have that. I need to explore. And destroy. I've not been able to destroy anything yet.
Destroy everything.
I can. It's a fucking shadow dragon hideout. They're not gonna let me. Yeah, I got something. I got one thing. It made all this exploring worth it. Really? That's all that's down here? Ugh. Alright. Okay, we don't need this screeching. Unless that's an actual bird.
Hello.
Hello, Bren.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the shop.
Ah,
I'm
the shadow
Levi.
dragon.
Anything you need, just ask.
Representative. Excellent. Now don't press the sell all button. See, I would love to do exactly half, but I don't... One, two, three, four, five, six. Times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, So 65 divided by 2. 32 with one remaining. Six, 12, 18, 24. 30. I'm just gonna start selling shit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So apparently something I just learned in the past couple days.
17.
And this is news to Suzie as well, actually. Apparently certain valuables will net more points for specific factions.
I knew that.
I mean, I could only assume, but I wasn't sure.
I knew that. There's so many in the game, I didn't ever care much.
For example, general rule of thumb for Lords of Fortune, not that we've gotten that far at all, but Lords of Fortune fucking adore dragon parts!
That makes a lot of sense.
Like, you get
30,
fucking heavy
31,
hits with that kind of shit.
32. Yep. Oh boy. And upgrade my longsword and added fire damage. Look at everything else first. Can't access that. Better armor for Nev. Detonations apply chilled versus just straight up cold damage. That's not bad. Gifts? You give gifts to people?
Yes. There is one gift per companion. So it's not nearly as in-depth.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll buy it anyway.
And it tells you who goes with who.
Yep. See that. Man, that would be a really good... Ooh. I'm sure that's really nice appearance if I could fucking see it. Ugh. God, that's so annoying. Alright, hold on. So... Just straight up... But I don't necessarily use that, so... It doesn't matter anywhere. I know we're supposed to be, like, playing a game and whatnot, but...
I mean,
Anytime.
I mean, this is the only time you ever do play the game. You don't do anything off screen, so it's gotta happen at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, unlike Kingdom Hearts, I don't, I don't do a lot of shit off screen. Why did I upgrade the longsword? I'm using the two-handed. I'm not using the sword and board. It's fine. Everything's fine. Better. Ooh, yes! Fucking took the helmet off. Or the hat off.
Yeah. I personally really like this outfit specifically on Nev because
This
it
is nice.
reminds me of a fucking Mortal Kombat ninja.
I can see that.
In my me file, I use this on her.
Alright. Of course, her hair is still up. Which isn't... there's nothing wrong with that, per se. But like,
Oh, it will always be up for her like, armor.
Gotcha.
I'm Hector. I watch the front. Make sure things are quiet. Rook, good to meet you. Be careful out there.
Nice to meet you. There's a chest nearby. Oh, this just goes out back to the main street. Okay, cool. Of course, I think I looked at all the vendors. I didn't necessarily want anything from here. So, where am I going? Through the wall. No, this is where... totally not getting lost in a place that it should be a straight line. Only a few turns.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall... Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
Oh, there's a chest right there. What's going on, mate?
Take the shot!
Oh, yes.
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head.
Every week, I'm reminded of how good the combat feels.
It's really good. The game has really good combat.
Again, if somebody who is more rogue-oriented is giving props to how well the fucking heavy two-handed combat feels, then that's some high fucking praise there.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
That's fine. I'm gonna go to rogue and I won't even be able to control my character. It's just gonna zip back and forth across the screen.
Fucking zooming.
This is fucking cultist chanting going on here. Oh, hey, a chest. It's totally not trapped. Oh, good, a free lunch voucher.
Can't get through here. We've got to clear the obstacle somehow.
Well, if it's blight related. I don't know how I didn't see that the first time.
That did it. We can get through now.
Let me just not hit it straight up and have it explode into my mouth. Shut up.
Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us.
What's up?
Get them. Don't let them run for reinforcements.
You think we're running? We are the
The
reinforcements.
Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori. We have to take out the leaders.
Nay, that was amazing.
End it now.
Okay.
Good one, Rook. The Darkspawn will not stop until we get rid of the blight pools.
This again.
No good. There must be another one.
I'm working on it.
Connors takes that one.
Okay.
This cannot be possible.
Join!
Named enemies.
The gods will take you.
Oh my god.
End it now. We die for the gods.
Brother D. Oh, that's too easy.
Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know. And that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Plus 20 bleeding damage. I'm assuming bleeding is another whatchamacallit? Status.
Affliction.
Status.
Yeah. And I didn't flex that
Let's
yet.
find it and tell them to open up.
Nope. Not for this build. Level up. Alright, when you have low health, healing is increased by 50%. Replenish, you are now healed for an additional 10% of your maximum health. Oh! Hmm. Nah. Yep. Yeah, I know. I looked at the rings. I said I didn't want it. You don't need to remind me that there's new equipment. Again, it's not like it's actively hindering me, but the exclamation marks are little markings of like, hey, there's something you didn't look at here. You know, I clearly did. Let me in. Hey, memento. Oh yeah, I forgot to take a look at the workshop when we were at the lighthouse. Oh well.
There it is, the hidden entrance back to the shop.
Yeah, that's not fair. You have 3 big-ass barrels, and you're not gonna let me destroy them?
That one is gone. I don't know if you saw that piece just launch into the stratosphere.
I did. It was very satisfying. Okay, timing on that's not too bad.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door. Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
May I ought.
Matt.
No, Asher is a good bean.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
There's some dirt on my knee. Oh, this is where it connects back. Okay.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted, If the gods control the Blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
I'll fight them all.
Darkspawn or Venatori makes no difference. We'll defeat them all.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
I'll kill them all. And then I'll fucking do it again.
I'll fucking do it again!
Tomorrow. The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
And he is a fucking uphill battle. Considering slavery is...
For those with wanderers' hearts.
Slavery is kind of one of Tevinter's main fucking things here.
I know, right?
So, the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions. Or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
I mean, neither does Matt, but, you know, that's what we call him.
Matt!
Oh. Right, that little quirk. If your weapon's out, you're technically in combat. So I can't even be funny without being punished. Oh, hello, Crystal. You mean that didn't break? Bye. Did I take off his head? Can you do that in this game?
I don't think so.
Oh, no, it's right there. Okay. The hood just, like, made it blend in. Oh, it's so funny seeing everybody on the team just doing acrobatics. Flaming weapon! Come get me! Ow. Alright, you hit me. Congratulations. You're not gonna do it again. Oh. Okay, you're one of those types of enemies. That's an explosion! Not immune anymore, are you, dick? Got her up. Okay. Not that crystal either. And Lucanus leveled up on that. Alright, love that. Alright, what do I have equipped on you? I do have Abominate equipped on you. I also have Debilitate. But healing also grants precision, grants deflect. I already had deflect, so... Ooh! Hold on. Eventually I'll give people skill points in anything but healing, but you know.
I know, right? It's too tempting to level up first.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing with, like, action games. Like, I find myself using abilities less, and I just rely on pure combat.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I always end up... I level up the healing first, because that's the only thing I use!
Yeah, because otherwise it's just button mash. Button mash and win. Like...
Locked. There has to be another way in.
Man, I couldn't imagine another possible way in. Maybe one that I tried beforehand and then it locked me out. Don't you creak at me. Oh, now can I? Oh, excuse me, now I can destroy the crystal. Only when do you say?
End it now.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out. Lots of Venatori. We must be close.
Obey and stop!
Ba-da-da-ba-da.
That's all the Venatori guarding the place. Right. Here's our way in.
Really, Rook?
Man, that was a great jump. I'm glad you made that jump. Yeah!
Really?
That would have been dangerous otherwise.
Really?
Good job.
You couldn't just let me fall.
I
You
know
could
a
just
Venatori
fucking...
tool when I hear one, and I know they hate being interrupted.
Oh, there's a ritual happening here, huh? Cool. There's that chest that was... It's further down? Alright, cool.
Chime back into the stream, and I still sound so fucking loud. I did it on the computer this time.
I don't know.
I don't normally sound like I'm peaking like that, do I? It's just on the stream?
Yes. Just on stream.
It's very strange.
I mean, is it so much that it's a problem? Do I need to do some
again,
further
I'm
adjusting?
listening to them on my device.
I don't think there's anything really you can do. I think it has something to do with how he's coming through your internet. Because on the call, he sounds normal, but...
Right.
Would it be a problem if I was turned down more?
I can do it a little bit more.
Again, I'm just...
Again, like clearly you can be heard on the stream, so that's not what the issue is. Obviously, the issue is me being able to hear you over the game just through my
right. Well, that's
own
why
headphones.
I asked.
Yeah, I turned it down a little bit more.
This is just a weird new problem. Easily blame Discord, but you know.
I mean, we'll try it for right now. I turned it down a little bit more. If I can't hear you, then I'm gonna have to turn you back up, and we're just gonna have to deal with it.
I don't know, man.
Then again, to be perfectly fair, I know for a fact that my hearing is fucking damaged just because of stupid choices. What? Too low?
It might be too low. Hold on. Maybe it's not like too low. I mean, I am definitely lower now, but I don't know. Like, I just chimed in when I was talking before, and I just sounded like really loud and peaking. I mean, well, not like really, really loud, but like definitely louder. I don't know. Just keep it here and hope I can be heard.
Try to go for a happy medium. Again, I can't tell because obviously the OBS levels just lie to you straight up.
Oh yeah, they just lie. They are very much not truthful.
Yeah. I also have not saved, and I'm worried about tabbing in and out. I'm worried about tabbing in and out of the game.
I also know it's really hard for me specifically because my voice fluctuates.
The problem is
so much in terms of volume.
The problem is when I go and listen back to this later, I know that I'm going to have a problem because, I mean, we know by now that for some reason audio is never super consistent between computers, let alone my own. So I'll probably think that you're too low. So I don't know.
Maybe. See, that's the thing. Like, I'm hesitant to make any sort of mention of that because, you know, I listen to something, if a specific aspect sounds too loud to me, but then everybody else says it's fine.
Right.
So, like, I don't know.
We stop them, then we figure it out.
It seems like it would be a bigger deal, but no, I'm the only one that has a problem with it. So I never know when it's a me problem or if it's a real problem.
Right.
I mean, I know it's a real problem if it's like, fuck you, like, eardrum destruction, you know.
Running in the 90s.
Yes.
Edit.
That was a problem.
Yeah.
I'm surprised my audio equipment survived that. That was a problem.
They're using magic to control that Darkspawn. We have to stop it.
Thankfully, that was before Susie's time, so Suzie didn't have to deal with that, but,
Oh, man, a Herlock. Oh, no.
I love the Mystery Dungeon series, but man, oh man, with that...
End this!
I know. I made a lot of stupid decisions. I still do.
No, it's fine. I mean, yeah.
I tried and I was overzealous.
For anybody who has any sort of interest in our Mystery Dungeon series, if you ever see Loudred spinning, brace your ears.
Figure out what they were doing.
No.
Because shortly after that, there will be a zoom in with the running. Or wait, no, was that actively? I assume that was actively in the. Because I know it was Loudred from the Mystery Dungeon series. I assume it was in the Mystery Dungeon series.
I assume so.
Unless it was something else. I don't know, we reference other series all the time.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
So yeah, that's a little bit bad. Hey. The Silverite variant of the appearance of this helmet is the other one that I considered for myself, actually.
Gotcha. Too bad, I don't have anything related to detonation right now.
Oh, that actually reminds me. I want to correct myself from a previous stream. It's very minor.
Okay.
It doesn't matter much. But I originally told you, you know, like every metal for like helmets or armor, for example, are usually tied to a specific faction. I originally told you that Arum is, I believe, Veil Jumper. That is not correct. Arum is actually Lords of Fortune. The Veil Jumper one is just literally called Arlathan.
Oh, okay.
So,
oops.
I just wanted to correct myself there, because I don't like having misinformation stand, even if it's from myself.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't have anything that's related to detonation right now, so this will actually not do anything. That 2% ability damage is not really going to do much, especially with how much I've just been blowing through enemies so far. Oh, hey, Knight Commander.
Oh, hey, that's a word I remember.
Oh, hey.
This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Yeah, prior dialogue that seems like kind of an uh-oh scenario. You know, the whole thing about them mentioning how they had a device that could control the Darkspawn. That's a bit of an uh-oh.
Yeah. Through blooded blood,
especially learning what we have about how the Blight works in this game. That's a bit of an uh-oh.
Controls Darkspawn using blighted blood. First thing that pops into my head is Grey Warden.
Yeah, I wonder why. There's puppeteering Cadus, the
This
world's
explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
They're just around.
Is everything all right in there?
What the?
Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help.
Hey!
Emergency
Hey,
Matt.
Hold on.
Yeah, Asher's not his name anymore. It's just Matt. It's field team leader all
Look
over
at
again.
this. Draining
My,
into the tunnels below
to
the
be
city, perhaps.
fair, to be fair, field team leader is quite the mouthful. Giggity.
As
So
long as
calling
he's
him-
voiced by Matt, I'm sure he is.
So calling him Matt was easier. I don't mind calling Asher by his name.
No
I still
way,
just
the
call
Venatori
Viper.
released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
No,
Yeah,
but
that's,
Matt.
that is a Silent Hill vent right there.
Mm-hmm.
With how much blight they've just been pouring into the sewer.
Matt, we got some bad news.
Did you find anything in there?
My
The risen
all-
gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
Gonna say, I'm not walking all that way. You do it for me. Pet the puppy.
Oh, did you all go eat a puppy?
And I owe him one more for walking by without petting him before.
He grumbles.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganan and Gillenane like we
Ding.
thought. They gave the cult control
Ding, ding.
over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
We can handle anything the Venatori throw at us.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we...
You've been employing me this entire time.
No, how can we trust you?
You let me into your hideout.
Yeah, how can we trust you?
A little late for that.
You're moments away from joining the faction. How can we trust you, though?
We do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
So,
Hi.
Hello there, by the way. This is apparently a person that's from the comics.
Okay.
Also, apparently was mentioned in Inquisition. Hold on a minute. Apparently, I think she may have been in a side quest in Inquisition?
Oh. Name doesn't ring a bell, but usually names don't for me, so.
Again, she wasn't a very major character.
Fair.
Oh, it was two war table things, that's why.
That would do it.
Yeah, it was Resistance into Winter for war table stuff.
Uh-oh. Oh, bad time to pause.
Oh. Somebody plug him back in. Somebody tripped over the power cord.
We can have the fucking Disney rule here, just don't pause during Veilguard. Disney World.
Disney.
Who are you? And can we trust you?
Look at that. There are bounds to my infamy after all. Refreshing.
Rook's been working with us. Mevaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mevaris Talani, formerly Magister Mevaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formally?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan, why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
What?
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
Warden?
It's just Cadus.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. He walks out like fucking Darth Vader walks out of his ship in, like, the Death Star.
God, no.
Darth Cadus.
The Venatori serve the risen gods who have given the cultist magic that grants them control over Darkspawn. The cult's influence and power spreads, which means trouble for Minrathous and the world beyond. Okay. Yeah, the fucking Jason runs into Special Kate and said, "What do you do?" Wait a minute. You're not the same guy that I made the deal with. There's something different about you.
Something about you seems wrong.
There's something that even gives me pause, and that.
Stop making that face. I'm trying to talk to you. Stop. Where did your pants go? What the fuck is this?
Why are you making that face while you're naked?
And then he fucking explodes. And I mean Jason explodes.
Yep.
You can't comprehend my power.
I hate you. Oh, God. Anyway. I have acknowledged as a Shadow Dragon ally. Visit the merchant to buy new equipment and appearances. And we can now explore Darktown.
Oh, apparently Mevaris is also, quote, Dragon Age's first true transgender character.
Oh, good for her.
Although Serendipity appeared earlier in Dragon Age 2, the writers envisioned her as more of a drag queen. Game engine limitations prevented this from being apparent. I think... Wait, is Serendipity the... oh, yeah. Serendipity's the elf in Dragon Age 2 in the brothel with the female with a man name? Or not name, voice?
Voice.
Yeah.
So that was supposed to be more of a drag queen than an actual...
Like trans
yeah.
character? Okay.
But that's actually really funny. In Dragon Age Library Edition Volume 1, Mevaris is described as fully female with the exception of her biology. Anyway, fun fact. Just randomly read that while trying to see if I fucking remembered her at all.
Ah, there we go. Generate 15% more rage from weapon attacks. There we go. Oh, look at that. There's bleeding. Not that I'm... Wait, charge attacks with mauls or shields? Huh. Interesting. Now again, does that only apply when the shield is active, or can I throw a shield and... Still, I know what I'm getting next time. Rage bonus! Actually use my fucking abilities. Every time I go into this, I just wind up, like, zoning out and looking at the fucking ability list.
I know, right? It's kind of fun to like look at it and plan. Also, apparently Tarquin, the guy that was just questioning you, apparently he's also trans.
Neat.
Which is a bit more surprising to me than Maevaris.
To be fair, if you look at Tarquin's body type, you can tell that it's meant to be female. Like, they use the female body type, like, there are curves.
Neat.
I read that he is trans, and I started paying attention to the body model, and it's just, yeah.
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 Okay. That's not... I was planning on doing, like, now that we have every area opened up, I was planning on doing, like, side shit and whatnot.
That is very fair.
But they ended it with, like, hey, the first warden wants to talk to you. I'm like, that's not fair.
To be fair, that is just a conversation.
It is?
Yes. So that actually... We can just knock that out.
Okay.
How did you join the Shadow Dragons?
Helped make the Templars look the other way when there was a slave rebellion going down. Turned out that the Viper was helping. He brought me on.
Tarquin?
Gallus.
Stormtrooper.
I know I said we couldn't trust you, but I'm still grateful you helped us when you did. You good? Rook?
Okay.
Hello?
You're just standing there.
Did someone unplug you again?
Still dealing with Darkspawn.
Not close to the shop, but we're keeping alert. We haven't seen the end of them.
Oh yeah, I see. You talked to him. All right, no, that's cool. That's
Rook.
Asher.
Tarquin, Gallus.
Things are going well.
Shepard.
Yeah, it's BioWare, all right.
Yeah, it sure is. I need all 6 of them around like a coffee table.
They're telling us to watch out for
Rook.
Shepard. Run.
Rook.
Tarquin. Viper. Rook.
Gallus.
Nev. Cadus. Cadus!
Warden!
And then fucking Kesh and Shepard is like, I went to space to get away from him! Fucking jumps out his window.
Oh man.
Not again!
Even 20 years later, he's still a fucking blight on everything.
Ironically.
Mm-hmm.
We thought he ended the 5th blight. He is the 5th blight.
The gods are like, I don't think we're gonna touch that. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Like, he has the blight in him, but like nothing is right in him. Not even the blight that's in him. We don't know what's in there.
That's some special blight. Like,
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
I'll stand in the doorway and let you escape.
Really?
If believing that makes you feel safer, sure.
I mean...
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
okay, but like, she's also the merchant. And wait, hold on. There's new shit. They just said that.
I heard about the warehouse.
Oh, you can rank up the shop.
Darkspawn, huh?
Hey.
Those damned Venatori.
Also, an additional benefit that I don't know if the game actively tells you outside of one specific moment. Ranking up the shop also helps their overall strength.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when every time you rank up the shop, there are additional points added.
Oh, good.
So it's not just to get more equipment; it also helps their strength overall.
Gotcha. this would be better. Again, if it applies
to your money.
Yeah, if it applies
I would take a look around before buying, like, just that.
I know. That, more defense.
Especially if you want the Shadow Dragon, or if you at least want to look at the Shadow Dragon casual wear, which is in the appearance section, that there aren't too many casual wears in the game, so... I mean, you can technically wear anything as a casual wear, but there are only, like, a small handful of outfits that are designated casual wear.
Gotcha.
That the game doesn't yell at you for putting as your casual wear.
Another memento.
Sure is.
I had to fucking button, grab that.
Makes sense.
Inevitable anyway. See, I liked this one, like this fucking dexterous leather, because of the black and the red and black.
Right.
But of course, I don't necessarily know what it looks like. They really need to put a preview window in.
Would it help if I found a picture of it? Like, how much would you want to look at it? Because I can look and see if there's anything in this specific setup that you may want to see what it looks like.
Right. Look up the dexterous leathers to Vinter and the insulated suit to Vinter.
And what was the second one? Insulated suit?
Yeah, insulated suit.
Okay. I actually seem to remember the insulated suit being something that I think you might actually like. But I'll work on that.
Again, like, I know that while the game is complete, they're still technically working on it in the background. Like, obviously, they're making patches and shit. They need a fucking preview window for this stuff.
They're right. Also, just to note, Dexter's Leather is one of those kind of armors that has a coloration for every
faction.
For every faction.
Gotcha.
Come back anytime.
Or if not every faction, then almost every faction.
Gotcha.
So that's one of the outfit types that has multiple variants. Just as an FYI.
Gotcha. I mean, the red and black is already, like, drawing me in there.
To Vinter.
Hello.
Keep him busy?
I'm chasing a fraudulent enchantment scheme. It's harmless until the buyer thinks they're immortal.
If you'd like a back shot, I can also give you that.
Was that Superman?
Yes.
That's what Rob was doing, so I did the same thing. So yes.
The demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead.
That is directly because of
Finding
Rob.
things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Good. Good banter. Yeah.
There's a problem.
Excuse the fuck out of me? Excuse the fuck out of me?
Pain, no pay.
The insulated suit is also, fun fact, one of the same ones I was just talking about, where it has different faction colorations.
Of course it does.
There's the insulated suit.
Now's your chance.
But
alright,
what colors would Jason wear? Typically.
I've not thought about this. I'd assume, like, darker colors.
Yeah, because
If you like black, then you can go fuck yourself in this game.
Yeah, no true black. Big fucking surprise.
Very frustrating to me.
Everyone's still alive?
You say he's a vampire, yeah?
Yes.
So, with that being said, I would think that Tevinter colors would be closest to, like, that theme.
Yeah.
With the, at least, dark gray and red.
Also, I'm just going to throw this in. I'm going to throw this in here as well. This is the casual outfit of the Shadow Dragons. It's also what the Inquisitor had when making the Inquisitor. Just as an FYI.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Also, depending on the outfit, I can just open one of my games and tell you what it looks like. Like
also, for the casual outfit, mind you that the hands themselves, this is a Kunari character, so the hands are grayish. So
Gotcha.
Those aren't gloves, those are actually skin. As far as the dexterous leathers, just to also let you know, the little insignia on the knee armor will entirely change depending on what faction coloration it is. It will correspond to whatever faction it is.
Gotcha. Is this the Tevinter one?
These are the Tevinter ones, yes.
Really? This is not. They do not look like they do in the fucking little window there.
No, they don't.
It's honestly kind of disappointing. I mean,
there are plenty of armor sets in the game.
Yeah.
But again, if there's something that you'd want with either a certain faction or a certain coloration, then there are other variants of those two.
There's a lot of belts.
For the dexterous leathers, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got kind of a little harness on it, so.
What's the middle picture you sent me? The one with the jacket?
That is the insulated suit.
It's the insulated, okay. I kind of like the insulated.
Dexterous leathers is the first one, then insulated, and then I want to say that it was the casual outfit is like something noir. Hold on. Tunic noir, that's what it's called.
I guess the insulated suit would be like if I had to choose between the three, the insulated suit would be fine. That's just, oh man, that's just fucking misleading. That's annoying.
They're just appearance-based stuff, right?
Yeah.
In this specific case, I would suggest getting it just to hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
If you think you might actually use it. If you decide against it, then obviously don't worry about it. But
right.
If you are actually considering it that maybe you might use it long term, I would get it.
Once I get more money.
Another aspect of I'm gonna say this as well. Another aspect of I told you how the hardest factions to get up are Tevinter, or like Shadow Dragons and Crows, right?
Yeah.
So, without going into too much detail, there are kind of changes that can happen to the stores of those two specifically, which is part of the reason why they're harder. That they change up a bit. So whatever you would see in them now and may want, I would prioritize that.
Okay.
Again, not that anything might happen to them, but it's better safe than sorry kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So definitely prioritizing them right now would be your best bet. So if you see anything that you like and you may really want and will actually consider, then I would get it as soon as you can.
Okay. I need to build up some more money, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, in Minrathos and Treviso, they have like little areas all around that are just full of containers to just demolish. To get like valuables and resources and shit. So go ham.
Gotcha. Alright. With that, let us go find the Warden. Okay, not the Warden. Let's go find the first Warden. Disabled during combat. Even though you're not actually fighting anything. Fuck you, I like smashing. Take that in whatever way you want. Because unlike Ellico, Jason actually uses his penis from time to time.
He uses his what?
His penis from time to time.
Okay, I did hear you right.
You did hear that right.
Okay.
What the? Hello? What is that? So it's just a sign. Oh, I see a chest up there. See a chest. Probably not a good follow-up to me saying that Jason uses his penis, but you know. Why are you so far away? Make me walk all throughout the city? How dare you? At the kitty!
Pet every cat.
The purse!
Yeah!
The purse! That would totally be coming out of the PS5 controller.
Guy standing in front of the car's like, oh yeah, that's cool. Thanks. I worked a lot, like all day on that.
My barrels!
My cabbages!
Game?
What? Oh. I see that. Don't worry about it. Listen, it's as outlandish as somebody just running through the market district and just destroying all the containers in sight. With no real reason.
Just because.
Just so they can take shit that's clearly not theirs.
I am the... Actually, there is no official title yet for Rook, is there? I am Rook.
Rook.
You know what I mean.
Hawk was... I don't know, hero of the Veilguard? I don't know. I mean, there's Hawk, which I guess is the champion in Kirkwall, but everyone just calls him Hawk.
Yeah.
I assume Rook is the hero of the Veilguard, even though that's never explicitly said. I don't know.
How?
You getting into trouble?
Always.
Okay.
I like Nev's relationship with this fish salesman.
You getting into trouble? Yes.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Don't have any pots near me.
Dumot's breath.
Dumont!
Dumont? It's a Dumont!
It's not a Dumont. Warden.
I am Jowin Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt.
I have no idea who you
I
are.
received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. How does a Morn Watcher come to be involved with the Blight in Arlathan? And not just any Watcher, but a controversial figure after what you pulled during that undead rebellion.
Oh, goody. Is this actually relevant?
I hear
My
someone
decisions
scold you
regarding
for
our
past
noble
mistakes.
dead are hardly relevant here.
Very well. Then tell me how a Navaran necromancer apologist unleashed the Blight.
Jesus!
A Navaran necromancer apologist?
I'm sorry for raising the dead.
Imagine if he knew you were a vamp.
Yeah.
A vamp?
A vamp? Oh, are they actually frozen?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
There's freezing going on.
I saved the rope.
What?
That's your that's your explanation. Take it or leave it.
Also, did you paint over some of our armor?
No.
I found this.
I found it like this.
Where did you find this? In a lighthouse? What lighthouse? It's in
the Fade. What?
Kill him. I didn't do it. I don't think this is Warden blood. I don't know. It's been around for like 20 years. What?
I think Unleashed is a little strong. It was an unfortunate side effect.
The Blight was a side effect?
Yes.
Yes, of stopping the Dreadwolf, Elven God of Lies, from destroying the Veil. We did stop him, by the way. You're welcome.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
Where do I recognize that voice from? I have to find out later, because looking up anything related is a bad idea.
Yeah, hold on.
I got it.
Susie's got it. I wasn't going to assume, but I was going to assume a little bit that you had it. Every time somebody asks about who's voicing that, you jump on it immediately.
Oh, well, hang on. There's more.
We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solus, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elganon and Gillenane.
Ding.
They're not just evil.
Ding.
They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until
the
danger
fuck
you
I will
caused by unleashing the Blight
Yeah, you're
passes.
arrested, by the way.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Think again.
Nuh-uh.
That's not gonna happen.
I assure you, it will.
We don't have time to fight. I need Grey Wardens marching with me, not at me. That's the only way we have a chance to stop the gods and the Blight.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable.
It's
the
really
Blight
not.
has not changed in over
It's
1,000
really not.
years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do.
Shut your fucking mouth, old man.
It's really not that predictable. I understand where he's coming from, but it's really not a fucking, like, organic born corruption is not necessarily that predictable.
Yeah. Also,
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, what's up?
Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers as Ralban?
He's Raban? Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Yeah, I can
I
hear
figured that one would make most sense to you.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot less gruff, but I can hear it.
He's in Andromeda too.
I'm afraid what the answer is.
Rise Vidal?
I immediately know who that is.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, like, can we also talk about the fucking red lyrium shit that happened in Kirkwall? That was all because of the blight?
Yeah, blighted lyrium, you know, that kind of fucking ridiculous thing that has definitely changed the blight within the past 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Also, in Dragon Age Inquisition, this is the voice of Male Hawk and Xenon the Antiquary and Xenon.
He's Xenon.
You realize that means that this is Male Hawk, right?
Yeah,
this is also, that was too high pitched to pick up. But
this is Male Hawk.
Yeah, this is Hawk.
Jeez.
I actually hear it now that I think about it.
Wow, Male Hawk and Raoban are the same fucking voice actor. I did not see that coming.
I have no idea who that is, but it's still funny.
I just didn't expect. Whoa! I didn't expect that fucking company crossover there.
And also Malcolm Hawk, because Malcolm Hawk and Male Hawk are voiced by the same guy.
I hear that.
One.
Yeah.
I definitely knew that one.
Fable 3 Commander Milton.
I think I know who that is. I think was that the DLC commander? The post game DLC commander that like fucking does all that wacky shit post game.
Xenoblade Chronicles as Gadolt.
I think we're gonna be here for a while.
And Jade Face.
Oh, okay. Oh, Gato. Oh.
It's DOLT, so that's why I'm like.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, he is the he is the post game DLC dude in Fable 3. Look at that.
Okay, I reached the end. I said the ones that were the most interesting.
Wow, this guy's been around.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941 Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of... Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Hi, Dorian.
Hey, Dorian.
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Oh, boy.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
That's very fair.
Stay away from the
I know, right?
And do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
Really?
Dorian coming in like,
He
sit
seems
down,
upset.
bitch.
Was it something I said?
Wow. You definitely aged. I mean, it's
about 10 years.
He looks great.
I
love him.
He has a new hairstyle.
Uh-huh.
It's a hairstyle.
Yeah.
His mustache got shorter, I think, which is the biggest crime here.
Morgan comes back and Dorian comes back. That's listen.
I mean, to be fair, we were going to Vinter, so like
Yeah.
it was fucking inevitable that this motherfucker showed up.
Yeah, you're right. Really? So that's. I mean, there could be more later, but for all I know, that's the extent of the involvement of the Grey Wardens, huh? Them telling you to fuck off.
Yeah, them trying to arrest you, Dorian fucking telling them to sit down, and then they just wandered off.
And so they went.
That is insulting, honestly.
There's Rob. There's plenty of game left.
No. I said at the beginning of this rant, I said as far as I know.
Which is a bit silly because this is still the beginning of the game.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Then I just won't say
I don't want you to have a negative, like, a negative reaction to something that's still the very beginning of the game. I understand the disclaimer. It's still not really warranted.
Then I'll just keep my mouth shut for first impressions until we get further on.
Okay, cool. Hey, Dorian.
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Ivaris Talani, of the Shadow Dragons.
The very same.
So, apparently, in the epilogue of Trespasser, at least if what I read is correct. I would need to look at the epilogue again to confirm it, but it sounded like in the epilogue of Trespasser, it is said that Dorian goes back to Vinter and meets up with Maevaris. And, you know, they, how do I word this? They end up working together for, like, against Vinter shit. To, you know, put it in blatant terms.
Mm-hmm. Is that the woman that was with him in the fucking drawn picture then? Because I think he was standing on a balcony with a woman by his side.
Probably, if I had to guess.
Cool.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Maevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Maevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
Also, revising what was said, I think I realized that there was a miscommunication here. Now, when you said that you were upset about the Grey Warden involvement, you meant from a story perspective.
Yes.
See, I heard that, and I'll take the blame for this because I've seen so much vitriol about the game. I thought it was going to be another thing like how we complain about the transfer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was going to be like a thing of, you know, oh, the Grey Wardens are only involved in this way in the entire game, and then getting upset at that, and that's why I went on the defensive. So I jumped the gun, and I apologize for that. I realized that was a miscommunication. I thought that you were, like, demonizing the game for that. So that was my bad. I realize now that you're frustrated. It's like, okay, the Wardens are here, things are blighted, and then they just run away, story-wise.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand now. That was my bad.
Okay.
So that was the first impression. I completely misconstrued the situation here.
It was a combination of me voicing my first impressions based on the fact that, like, yeah, of being so excited that the Wardens were here. I mean, we knew that they were going to be involved, but, like,
well, yes.
You know, the Wardens were here, and immediately it goes to, you're being arrested. Oh, we can't arrest you, then fuck off. And then they just walk off.
Yeah, no, the way it was worded, how it clicked in my brain was you complaining from, like, a gameplay, or a meta standpoint, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Complaining that that's all the involvement of the Grey Wardens. Which is why I said those things.
Right.
Because I was like, whoa, calm down. It's really early to say that.
That was the point of the disclaimer of, like, as far as I know. It's like, with the information I have on hand, this is what I'm thinking.
Right. But you weren't actually casting that shadow over the entire game.
No, not at all.
Again, that was where my brain fucked up. Because I thought that was, like, an overall impression. And I was like, whoa, it's way too early to say that.
Right.
Because I know we've shit on the game a bit because of, like, the transfer stuff. So it just, again, it clicked that part of my brain. So
right,
I
understand.
I fucked up there.
And if not just for you, but for anybody listening, I need to make it very clear. I have, like, as much as I have tried to avoid most things about this game, so, like, plot-wise, character-wise, I don't know anything beyond what we've been through.
Yes.
I have heard I've heard plenty of shit talking about this game, and I have not let it affect my perspective on it yet. Like,
yeah, just looking up stuff about the game from my perspective, like especially now that I've beaten it, I have to swim through vitriol.
Right.
Of just people hating this game for like some of the stupidest reasons. I mean, some are like fair, real video game reasons, but others are just like judging a book by its cover for stupid reasons kind of scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amount of negative reviews that literally came out 5 minutes after the game came out on Steam was fucking insane.
Right.
Like it said like a playtime record, it's like it was 0.1 hours because that's like the smallest amount of time that they can give you.
Mm.
And it's like, this game's terrible! Like, I can't believe the writers, and it's like, you haven't even fucking played it. Like,
right.
So, again, I guess I'm just mentally on guard from that.
No, and that's very fair.
I want to make sure that, again, real criticisms are fine. That shit's not acceptable.
Right, and honestly, this is very good for people that may just be popping in for the first time, that don't necessarily know how I work during these. If I have an opinion about the game, I will say it during the playthrough. That is why I have such trouble during the credit sequence. I'm like trying to wrap everything up in a nice little bow. Because it was like, I already said what I thought. It's all throughout the series there.
Right.
This is no different. Like, my opinion will change, and I hope it does change throughout the game as we get more information, more lore, whatever the case is. This was just an example of like triggering the wrong fucking wire, just because of.
Yeah, this is a misunderstanding on my part. So that's. I just wanted to clear that up really quick.
All right. Yeah. No.
Because I realized, like, I went back over what was said as I usually do. And
right.
I just realized, like, oh wait, I think this went in the wrong channel in my brain.
Right, and it's good that you did, because I definitely took it as like suppressing my opinions just overall.
Yeah, no, I don't want to suppress your opinion, but if it's like a thing where it's like you start shit talking the entirety of the game this early in, I'm gonna be like, shut up.
Right.
But like that was the part of my brain that like triggered.
Gotcha. All right.
It's like don't do it this early. But like I realize now that's not what you were doing. It just I misinterpreted it.
I'm also glad, PJ, you caught it, because I was in the process of figuring out how to word why that seemed a little harsh to me. I was gonna send you a message real quick, like, hey.
Again, like, yeah, because like as soon as it clicked, it's like, okay, I clearly misunderstood what was being said. Again, the wording. Again, it hit the wrong part of my brain. So
right.
It's also because some of the terminology was used by people that I've read up like that, so that was that was my fault.
It just hit your brain wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
once
I just wanted to clear that up really quick.
And once again, I've said it before, I've said it again, first impressions are a big fucking thing for me, not just for video games, but in life in general. So
which I enjoy hearing your first impressions.
Right.
I just thought it was an overshadowed like entire game, like, oh, this is all the involvement of the Grey Wardens?
Right.
And I was like, no, it's not. Why would you think that? Like, that was my mentality. I'm like, why would you make that wild assumption?
I will never make that assumption because of the little bit that we have talked about it. I know, I mean, this is kind of going into spoiler territory. We know that the Warden is not going to show up at all. Like, I'm pretty sure that's confirmed at this point, and we've talked about it. But I know they wouldn't write the Wardens out completely, because they are still extremely important.
Especially with the main antagonists being blighted.
Right.
Like, it's kind of...
Well,
necessary.
Yeah, well,
it's kind of their whole thing.
And then, to wrap this up, because we've been going on this tangent for like 10 minutes at this point, my opinion was about the first commander basically just being, or the first warden being a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Essentially. That's what it came down to.
Again, I just wanted to clarify that, because I realized that it just...
And like, don't get me wrong, I was a little disappointed, because it's like, oh man, I wonder what's been going on with the Wardens for 10 years, because the last time that we saw them, please remind, I mean, of course it doesn't matter in terms of the save transfer, but in terms of our series, did we join up with them, or did we send them away? I can't remember.
We joined.
Okay.
We did not exile the Wardens, no.
Gotcha. Yeah, like the last time that we saw them, they were working with us to stop Corypheus.
Yes.
And then we saw that, something was going on in Weissop, but basically the Wardens disappeared in one way or another. And so, them showing up here 10 years later and having a stick up their ass, it's not a good, it's not a good first impression there.
Okay, just wanted to clear that up.
Yep.
If you
this was necessary.
To stay out of my way.
I'm sure he'll show up again. Like an ulcer. For now, pay him no mind. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight.
Like the Wardens.
In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure
No, not him.
Yeah, I don't... Like, we want him, but we also don't want him. He's incredibly capable, but also incredibly
Only
unstable.
The veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own.
Oh, I don't like that.
Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
That can't be a coincidence that the dagger's just red like that.
To be fair, in an earlier cutscene, they did say they were going to make a new dagger out of red lyrium.
Sure.
Just as a casual reminder.
Yeah, see, I did this to myself.
I need to talk to Varric.
You sure did.
Yeah, we'll talk to Varric eventually.
Alright, so yeah, that was just a conversation.
Admittedly, longer than expected because of the...
although that wasn't the conversation's fault. That was...
Yeah. Again, it was it was necessary to clear the air.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have any... Oh, God. Too much. How do I zoom back in?
You mean the local?
Local.
Yeah.
I got it. Right. Oh, wow. A lot of beacons that I have not...
Yeah, Docktown is a bit of
Holy shit.
size to it.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah,
we're going to be here for a while.
Well, I think there are some areas that you can't access yet.
Gotcha.
It's one of those kind of things. Also, if we're going to explore now looking at the time, I need to go get some dinner.
Is it?
It's when the streets are most alive. And when I'm likely working.
The nightlife was always more Hilario's thing. He said I should get out more. Fulfilling crow contracts didn't count.
But yeah, I gotta go get food, so...
Okay.
I hunger. We're back.
Alright.
So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
Good that.
Casual reminder, he's just like, well, shit.
Fuck, man. I was just asking a question. Oh, that's cruel. Alright. Can't do this, yep. There's a certain mechanism that I'm certain... There's a mechanism which I'm almost certain is behind these fucking... These gotta be bombs. They have to be fucking bombs.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I can't get there yet. Alright. Another shop.
Come to buy? I'm sure we can strike a deal.
I'm sure we can. Oh goody. I'm poor.
Just like in real life.
Hey!
Sorry!
I came down here to procure...
I mean, me too, so...
items. I'm told Darktown is a discreet place to shop.
A
good deal.
Damn you, PJ. You're fucking... fucking jazzed up music there.
PJ's jazz covers.
Mm-hmm. I wish... You could put a fucking marker on the map just so I could have a sense of where I'm going.
You can for chests.
I just meant in general.
Yeah. I also wish this.
But to anybody who's wondering, if I have not made it obvious, we're probably going to wind up just doing exploration for the rest of the stream here, which probably not going to wind up being that long. I'm assuming you're on a normal schedule for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get about 45-ish minutes.
Yep.
On my order, attack! There we go.
On my honor.
As a knight.
It's a knight.
Hey, behind you!
Ooh, that hurt. Why did I take so much damage there?
Let's finish this!
Level up.
They're down.
Watch for Venatori. They're everywhere.
Please, go on.
You're keeping an eye on me. Is it the demon or the mage killer name?
Maybe I want the secrets of your coffee supplier.
That's not...
Don't flatter yourself too much. I don't trust anyone on first meeting, and I keep an eye on everything.
Well, if you do want coffee, let me know.
Ranana! Back.
Welcome back.
I'll have to step away a bit to work on food that is being...
What happened?
Burgers and fries.
Ooh.
Delicious.
I kind of had to step away because the smell of the fries while they were driving me nuts. Like, it
That's
was
fair.
actively making me hungrier by the second, and I was like, I need to leave.
No, that's fair.
Otherwise I'm going to start chewing on the air fryer. Like,
Fucking Dexter is just looking up. It's like... I don't know if that would be the weirdest thing he would ever see you do.
no. No, it would not. That dog has seen some shit. Thankfully, he's still a child and has no idea what is going on. Not that I think he'll ever understand it throughout his entire life. I probably won't either. But this is the reality that we're in.
Right.
Oh, hey, a chest.
Oh, cool.
Cool, an ugly hat.
Oh, but Rage Generation, though.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mm.
I had that on for a little bit in the beginning of mine.
That fucking puts a dent in my defense, though.
Yeah, that's light armor for you. I know. I was amazed to find out, like, oh hey, you know, the main armor set I want to use for my main character is light armor. As a warrior.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? But the passives were really good. And I supplemented the lack of defense with additional items. Now I'm a turtle.
Purr.
Turtle. Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
God, I love
The
that.
candle. They carry messages through the city.
I love the Turtle Club thing. I still have never seen the full movie. And I feel like I need to.
Is this for us? Strange. Wants us to find more.
I don't think I've actually ever seen the movie. The only reason I know it is thanks to Mr. Vinny Vine Sauce.
I used to see the commercials for it when I was very young.
Mm.
And with the commercial, that was always the most memorable part of the commercial. Was,
Yeah.
am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Turtle. Like, I have old VHS tapes that had that shit in it.
I see that health bar.
Yeah. You can't hide when I can see the UI. They're like, what?
Take your shot.
The first warden is like, I told you he was crazy. Ow.
I feel. Now's your chance.
While you're not wrong, First Warden, I also am not wrong. I love that, but I still don't understand how when you pull them around, when you take the axe or hammer out of them, they look like they're just back to standing, like going,
Well, that's done.
Pretty damn sure if you were moved by that big of a weapon, you wouldn't just be like looking back up like, ooh, hello. Pretty sure you'd be kind of out of it a little bit because you just got fucking dragged.
Fine, it's a true fatality.
I mean, it's a pretty good one, to be fair. Especially when that fucking slam comes down. That
Excuse the fuck out of me?
Try ranged. Look at this fucker.
What's this pot made out of? What is this vase made out of?
An Obtanium.
Oh my god.
You just can't break it.
That pot is the final boss. You know, if the merchants of Docktown wanted their goods to be, you know, safe, they'd put them all in those kind of containers.
The demon of Virantium.
The name wasn't literal when I got it.
No, but the reputation that went with it.
I suppose I earned it.
And then some. Assuming my sources are accurate.
Past reputation means nothing when your current contract's still open.
I know the feeling.
Ah. Ranana.
The town of Bikini Bottom.
I'm sorry, Fluff. PJ made me laugh. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I
know he's disturbing your slumber. I'm sorry.
You know what's also disturbing? When you cut somebody's face open, you little furry bastard.
I'm sorry?
I'm fine.
Suzie talked about this before the stream.
Yeah, Joker sliced my nose last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think I heard about that. I don't remember.
I mentioned it while I was in the car.
Yeah, she was harassing the cat, as a Suzie is to do.
And he flailed.
Yeah, he flailed and he accidentally got her on the nose.
Oof.
There was a lot of blood, but I'm fine.
Oh. See, I remember the blood part of all things.
Did you just black out after that? Blood.
Brother.
Brother.
Joker.
I need to talk to Varric. Well, it must not be very important right now, considering you're just wandering around the city. Wait.
Hurry back. He might not be there when you get back.
Oh, God.
He might be out walking around somewhere.
Oh, no.
What the?
He might be out of bed and walking.
Okay. Can't reset it, Joe.
Currently inaccessible to you. Oh, yeah, that's accessible though.
Purr.
Yes, unfortunately, this series is going to be 3 times as long because I have to stop and pet every cat that I come across.
Bob, that doesn't make the series 3 times longer. That's the correct amount because that's what you're supposed to do. You're just playing the game. That's just the normal playtime. Everybody takes that into account when they say playtime. They're taking into account all the pets that have been pet.
Pet.
Also, I know that I've been doing too much of a particular game because I look at that cat and I'm just like, how much poultry do I have to feed you for you to shit out a stone that causes poison?
I'm almost getting used to this city again, but it still needs fewer Venatori.
You guys are chatty.
They are chatty.
You need a puppy! Huh?
I was thinking that too. They're very chatty.
It's because Rob's going around hitting all the fucking...
the triggers.
Like, vocal triggers.
Yeah.
I told you, Suzie, it's all a trigger-based system. It's just like older games.
Okay, so that area is completely inaccessible to me right now.
But it's always a based system because just stood in one spot and disassociated for a minute, and they'll just talk after a certain period of time.
It might be both if you haven't hit one in a while. Or maybe you were just sitting on a trigger and maybe the idle animation pushed you over it. I don't know.
That's hilarious if I did that.
You just happened to stand in the one place.
But I mean, like, I know Inquisition was a timer-based system, but Inquisition was also open world, so... Origins and 2 both had a trigger system.
Well, this...
I believe this also has a trigger system.
This doesn't look, problematic at all.
Oh. Of course
I see
not.
This I see this every day on my way to get milk. What are you talking
Despondence.
Don't stop.
Wow.
Yo, you want to know what that kind of demon is?
Ow.
It's a... what?
It got really loud.
Well, it's Discord's fault at this point. You want to know what that kind of fucking demon is? You're looking at a goddamn despair demon, Rob.
Oh boy. You know...
Here comes the ice!
Yeah, the ice should have tipped me off there. Are they both... Oh god, they're both down already.
So they are down.
It's up to me.
They're not down, you're blind.
Oh, is that what that is?
They were inaccessible regardless.
Right, I just wanted to make sure he knew that they weren't gone, they were
No,
just
they were
blind.
dead. They both died off screen. Also, I gotta grab my food. Have fun talking to the blue man.
I was there, less alone.
It's a spirit of compassion.
My own name. But what of theirs? 3 I've found, felled by demon claws, murdered. A connection I cannot see.
Murder.
I have impressions.
Obviously.
But if I learn more, Answers might
Obviously.
unfold. This one. Green against grey stone. Rain, nourish. How she watched it bloom. Find who she was.
Okay then. It's going on the list of the 1,000 things that I need to do in this game. Not that I'm complaining. Just means that there's going to be...
Trying to decide what to make the kids for supper. The middle one's picky.
Did I ask? Anyway.
Very good.
Can't reach it from here, right? Oh, you can.
Of course.
Wait. Winged locust. Damn. That's a good upgrade. Of course, it is a +1, so of course it's going to be good.
Excuse me.
Bonuses. Donna, Tim, Ash remains with us, but there's okay. Destruction! Yes. Oh, neat. My ring got upgraded.
We've got a trail. We just need to follow it.
What I stumble across?
I'm back, baby.
Back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Hortensia. She was a gardener.
Green against grey. In debt, desperate, but still found hope. There are others. I would know more of them.
Yeah, sure, why not? In reality, I accidentally just stumbled across this because I was going through areas that...
Welcome to side quests.
Yeah. Can I hear now? Yes, I can. Alright, I should probably actually start tracking some of these side quests. I was just gonna wander around, but like, might as well do a side quest or two while...
As well, while wandering.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness that it's marked with where these quests are. Like, the crossroads should be, so, like, that's so nice.
Yeah, it is.
gods reveal them!
Whatever you say, lady.
Yeah, sure.
End it now.
Worthless!
Damn it. Hey, look at that. I have rage.
I would like to rage.
Nice shot, Lucanus. You know, you're somewhat famous among the Shadow Dragons.
Goodness!
At least the Demon of Virantium is.
Famous or infamous?
Because you're a mage killer. You turned that title on the Venatori. That's a point in your favor.
I saw some of the Shadows work before. Well, anyway, their good opinion is worth having.
They really are chatty. Yeah, the abilities are basically my, like, there's no kill, like, overkill button right now, because, like, I don't necessarily need them.
Yeah. Like, the main time I end up using abilities is just on, like, enemies with a lot more health.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I want to take you down as fast as the little fuck, so I use an ability and I just ruin them.
Let's finish this.
What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing?
Regretting?
That's fucking right.
Good work, Rook.
Well, thank you. Hello, remorse.
The spirit comes into the real world, becomes a demon. I can't wait to take this place over. Is that a hammer? Oh! And then immediately is back in the fade. Aww.
Oh man, the drop got knocked over. Oh, can I make that? No, I cannot.
Well, wait, no. I don't think you jumped at the edge. You might be able to.
Okay, alright, hold on.
You didn't jump at the last possible second. Hold on.
Hey!
There you go! How do you get back? Okay. I was gonna say.
Ooh.
You make the jump, yes! And then you look back over. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it really is an oh fuck. Unless he has the ability to grab onto ledges.
Well, you could test it, but there's no real reason to.
Yeah. Unless...
Or wait, no, you do have to go back over there.
Yeah, I do.
I mean...
It's gonna force me to
Running start, here we go!
Hey!
Got it! From all that practice, clinging onto those ledges while you were, you know, skillfully avoiding that hole that you weren't trying to drop down.
That was so annoying.
I was training you for this moment.
Curiosity undimmed. Just one more answer. Truth and story beneath the ruins. Find who he was. I will find you then.
Okay. Wait. What's that?
Also, it was said that that thing was a spirit of compassion, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, which I believe is what Cole also was, fun fact.
Yep.
I would make the joke, but we actually did have him in our series.
Wait, what?
I would make the who joke, but you know, we actually had him in our series, so
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, something about well, I think we actually talked about this or no, we didn't. Apparently, there's like an offhand mention of him, so it's just I think they consider it canonical that you recruited him, even though they don't actually talk about it, which is a little upsetting.
But useful.
But that's just for my series.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter for this one. But I actually find it interesting that, like, if you listen to how the Spirit of Compassion talks, it kind of talks like Cole.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So I actually kind of like that consistency.
Demons. It looks like another victim.
We need to chase this down.
Fuck all of you in this general vicinity. Isolation.
Yeah, I like the names of some of the demons in this game. I like the special names, because they're all despair demons, but it's like, then you get, like, flavors of it, you know?
Yeah. They just go into the different, as you said, like, flavors. What the? What do you mean he didn't die? What do you mean he didn't die? That's illegal.
You're illegal. Charges heavy attack.
Oh, charges off cliff.
You're illegal.
Oh. Oh. Can't pet this particular cat. Boo.
Hey, in the market for
Must
charms?
pet all
I don't
cat.
have any on me, but when the deal comes through, the savings are shared with you.
Oh, is that so? Well, that's good to know.
That sounds very legitimate. You should take him up on that.
Totally. As I just ignored compassion completely. It's like, let's do.
The spirit of compassion. And another murder victim.
This one. A roof denied. Eyes skim over. Yet a world smudged in shadow. So beautiful. Find who he was.
Okay. Even though Jason wouldn't give two shits about any of this. Alright, what do we got? Wow, that was a really useful path. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, it should be in this area somewhere, yes. Which, you know, I'm not sure how I mentioned how I love like sphere of investigation missions. It's just like, yeah, just check this general area. I want to fucking
Especially
love
when
that.
it's on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, you look at the other side of the sphere, and it's like, that has nothing to do with any of this.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what the fuck is even the point? If you're gonna make a sphere, at least make it smaller.
Right. It's shit like that, which I call, like, major padding. It's just like, let's make the... we want the player to enjoy our game even longer. So let's take these very simple tasks and just make them so complex that they don't, that it adds 30 minutes onto a 5-minute quest there.
We're gonna make you use your eyes, motherfucker.
Ugh. But again, this is not a complaint about the game. This is more of a general thing.
Charcoal drawings by someone named Evander.
A world smudged in shadow. He drew Docktown's darkness, but also its light. A faint connection begins to bind them. We must find the third.
I'm working on it. A cat. Meow. And a chest. It's a good day. It's a great day.
Also, stuff in my fat fucking face, but meow.
Meow. Meow.
Meow. Fucking meow. We need to get back to that. Something that nobody seeing this will even know what we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, we could after the fucking stream if we really wanted to. If we could.
No, it's fine. Just stream Skyrim, Rob, and just make Venom.
I think I'm burned out on. I think I'm burned out on Skyrim right now.
For the next like 6 months. And then we'll be right back into it, you fucking asshole.
To be fair, that's what happens when you make 2 separate files. And then try to do them back to back.
Oh, you absolutely did that to yourself.
Mm-hmm. Realistically, I could read these notes out loud. I don't know why I'm not.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. But, however you do you, my friend.
Yep.
And another Fen'Harel altar.
Okay. Is it gonna be simple?
Find that puppy!
Of course not. It isn't it. Jump. Jump, motherfucker, jump.
It's funny that you say that.
Oh, God.
But, like, actually, though.
When that turned, that little ramp that you just looked down at just appeared.
Oh, did
You
it?
activated it.
Okay.
Like, you activating the altar manifested the ramp.
Mm.
So, you say that.
Property of Marcus, scholar.
Story beneath the ruins.
I'll probably start
Fear
reading
for the
these
future.
notes next
And
time.
yet, he continued. For himself and for her. All those I found, I held a hand as the light left.
Do you know something about the murder victims? What connected them?
Each was desperate. Each heard a whisper that tempted them, and each turned away. They defied the one who called them. The demons we saw were merely minions. Too late for these. But now I can watch and protect others. Something larger stirs, calling the desperate. I cannot see what. No, the hope you bring Dogtown thwarts it, and may you continue.
Oh, so that's how you do a bad run. You just don't do shit. It's gonna be like Inquisition again.
I mean, kinda. Well, that's what happens when they don't give you the option to be a fucking asshole.
You gotta find more creative ways to...
Yeah, it's just don't do quests. I know, I kind of miss just being an asshole. That way I could do the quests, get the content, but still fuck people over.
I know, that's why...
I don't want to be a hero. I want to be a menace.
Mm-hmm.
And being a menace isn't fun when it's literally just don't help people.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying before, I'll probably start reading notes next time. I think it's definitely being held over from Baldur's Gate 3 when there was so much to read that I just didn't fucking bother.
Well, to be fair, we did read a lot of the relevant ones.
That's true.
You just have to get back into the mindset of which ones are actually relevant.
A Blight Cyst.
Oh yeah.
Oh hey.
Just take a just take a fork to it. Just
Ooh, that one's good.
Suzie really hates the blight in this game.
It's icky.
Just take a bite out of it. Just,
Stop it.
Get some of it like stuck in your teeth.
No.
It's all sinewy.
It reminds me of a staph infection. I don't like it.
Get clear.
I do really appreciate that a lot of these like cis bosses are like unique looking ogres. I remember being worried. It's like, oh, it's just gonna be an ogre for like every one of these, and it's like, well, that's technically not incorrect, but at least they have some personalization to them.
Oh god, I hit like a truck.
Yeah, ogres do that.
But you know what? It also made me mad.
I would like to rage.
Vin!
Bong! Ow.
Rob likes his whirlwind.
Worth it. Whoop.
Welcome to Concussionville.
Oh god, what's the button? Alright.
It's the...
Yep, I got it.
If you have it on the bottom right, then I think that means the trigger?
No, I was specifically looking for the one to pause time while I'm... Oh no!
Oh, you died!
Well then.
Yep, this one is a little bit of a bitch.
Uh-oh.
Because this is the first one I died to as well.
Oh. Well,
Welcome to the game of when did you last say?
Oh god.
Luckily, this game autosaves really
lot.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
autosaves are very...
It probably autosaves after that last conversation with Compassion.
I
if I had to
honestly
guess.
could believe that it autosaved just you coming down here.
Although, at least once a playthrough, especially with the new game, I am reminded of the reason why I save like a maniac.
That's fair.
Alright, we're...
Again, the autosave's pretty damn good in this game.
It's really good.
I was also...
I would trust this autosave system with my keys. Yeah, it's just right at the top.
Yeah, okay.
But you need to...
god, why did I do that?
You forgot something. Look, Connor's a never looking. Did he just...
So wait, it reset the fucking statue, but... Okay.
What?
So it finished the we finished the conversation with Compassion, but it reset the statue.
Yep.
Okay.
The thing is, if you leave an area and come back, the statue's reset.
Oh, okay.
So, by reloading the area, that technically counts as you coming back to the area.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I thought you were gonna miss. It looked like your trajectory was a bit off on that one.
And I opened the chest. Okay. Alright. So it does save. Let me look around first. Let me see what's going on here.
Might as well just yoink the shit out of that first.
Yeah.
There's a problem.
Beat up the
You guys are
miners!
significantly easier.
Beat up the miners!
Stay in cover.
Can't wait to get canceled by using that out of context.
Get clear.
You've said way worse.
It's true.
That should speed.
Not that I should be proud about that, but it is a fact.
Listen, if we went through the entirety of the Fire Emblem series talking about you fucking children, I think we're fine.
Which, you know,
You see what I mean?
Yeah. Could you
Now the context... Now, out of context, that sounds fucking horrible, but in context, it's still kind of horrible, but, like, it makes more sense.
Goddamn tower shields!
To be fair, the children were, in fact, legal. They were just children in name because we knew the parents. So they were technically children. We're all technically children!
It's true.
Not that I'm saying that you should use that as an excuse for anybody who thinks they could, because that will not work.
No.
Also, shame on you.
That will not hold up in court.
We're all children, Your Honor.
No. Just.
Well done, now.
What? No.
Still standing. Not bad.
Good for you.
Are you sassing me, Nev? Yeah, you're still alive. Good job, Rook. Look at you go.
Well. Yeah, they were drowned all right. Okay. I see that save. I see that autosave. I'm so...
That's fair. Damn you.
Alright.
Story is important, damn you.
Company, get ready.
Again, make sure every time you open a blight cyst, you just open your mouth as far as it can open.
Yep.
Stop it.
Get the blight pus in there.
Oh.
Okay!
Yeah, it's really funny that out of all the fucking attacks in the game, the fucking ogre charge is the only one that gives you a fucking concussion.
Well, no wonder I'm having such trouble with this. Motherfucker's level 20. I'm way under level for this.
Yeah.
But if it bleeds...
We can, in fact, fuck it.
Wait, what?
We're going a new tactic this time.
I think
you open the blight cyst, the thing crawls out and looks down at you, and you just drop your pants. Get ready to fucking die.
Okay, so it doesn't matter when I save because the fucking it's gonna teleport me back up here anyway.
No, it does not save your location.
There are other ways of persuasion.
Stop it.
Exactly.
Oh fuck
yeah,
you!
No, that's not gonna happen. That's too far.
You'll never make it.
You'll never make it. But, yeah, fuck, what was I saying?
I have no idea.
Damn it!
I'm filled.
Time to work.
Get clear.
Get out of there.
Run, Bucker, run!
Run, Forrest, run!
Man, you look so threatened. Casual romp.
You are shocked. You are dying.
Thank you, Suzie.
Thank you, Suzie.
You're welcome.
Your health is low. Do you have any potions or food? Fuck you, kill that! Rook got like 13 concussions that day. You know, that armor's really helping you. You know, all that fucking metal that you're wearing. Even though it just thunks the shit out of you. Again, out of all the types of enemies in this game, and like that includes even like dragons and shit, the ogre is the only enemy type that gives you that concussion effect, which I think is wild.
Don't miss.
I'm waiting for it. Because, like, I understand it's trying to, like, prove how fucking strong they are. And, like, it is very satisfying, the fucking thunkening that ogres do.
Can't get along.
But, like, I feel like a lot of bigger enemies should be able to do that same effect.
Okay, I
Not a
move
real
way
shield.
too,
Oh god!
I move way too slow for that. I was hoping that I could charge it while I was dodging out of the way.
No.
What is that? What is
incoming?
And look at itself! I'm actually cornered. What the fuck?
I'm seeing his giant blue wang, guys!
Jesus Christ!
I don't like how it's looking at me!
Holy crap!
Yeah, unfortunately, shock does damage over time, so the fact that you get to that threshold that it stops at when you're at low health, like it stops at the magic pixel, and then the shock is just like, oh, I'll take that, thank you very much.
That's mine now.
Oh, I'm sorry, were you saying our game was too easy for you? There you go, there it is! Just waiting for it, you fucking air drift!
How do you need
Keep
to
doing
jump?
that every time you jumped off.
I didn't even need to jump. I just need to run off, and it just does it.
Yeah, you really don't need to jump. Someone to be said about you doing a whole fucking combo with the two-handed weapon and not opening the thing. First combo.
Get clear!
Oh, here we go again.
Get clear!
How am I shot?
Because you're standing in water while he's electric based?
No, every time that, that whenever that thing hit the ground, it left like a shocked area underneath it.
Yep,
that
I see it.
It leaves a trail behind. That would be cool, but that would also be really fucked if the entirety of the water down here was affected. Because, you know, 98% of the floor down here is water, so...
They're all yours.
Kabam! Oh. As soon as I saw you jump and I saw him do the stomp,
oh boy.
with him getting ready to charge, like, I was like, this is gonna end poorly. Oh, watch out for the thunk! Oh, he's trying to thunk you!
I'm getting thunked. Nope.
You don't want to get thunked!
Got to move.
Jog! Jog for your life!
Oh, 13 seconds.
Move quick.
Incoming! Hello, sir! Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Andraste Christ? Oh yeah, thankfully abilities have iframes.
Oh, good!
Oh yeah, by the way,
Time for kaboom!
Kaboom!
Yep,
Time
yep,
to
yep.
finish it.
Not quite.
Take your blight with you.
Oh, God, how do I stop this? How do I stop this?
Oh.
This'll open the way.
Open the way where? I just have a champion essence now, I guess.
Yeah, it's for the doors and the crossroads that you got.
No, like
Tutorial earlier on.
no, he just says, "Ooh,
Smash ability.
Yeah.
Which ones are your smash ones? I mean, well, I guess whirlwind is pretty fucking self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Also, I guess the drop kick.
And I really barely ever use the shield. As much as I would love to use it, especially in situations like that, I just for the projectile. The shield
Oh, you mean like just the ranged weapon? You mean
Yeah.
the ranged attack?
Yes, I have to remember that those are synonymous in this game.
Your shield is your ranged weapon. I know, it's strange. Oh hey, it's another
Mm-hmm.
That outfit.
Oh, it's actually an upgrade to one.
Oh, it's not a new one?
No, it's one that I already had.
Oh.
I think.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because the hat's back.
Yeah, but now it's a placemat.
I mean, if I'm going to wind up using those detonations a lot, then...
Yeah, it seems like you have been.
They're
Again,
very useful.
I never do, but I mean, you, like, I fully endorse playing however the fuck you want to, because, I mean, they certainly do a good amount of damage.
Well, yeah, especially for situations like we were just at, where it's like, I can't do much damage because I need to charge my shit.
Right. Yeah, I see. I'm just used to like Souls games where it's like I don't think about all the extra stuff. I'm just like I go in, I hit,
Right.
I dodge, I hit, I dodge, I hit, I dodge, I hit.
Yeah. I'm assuming I can't go there yet. It might be done in this area for now.
I don't know how many other side quests there are, if any.
You mean just overall available right now?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know if you had any more or anything.
I mean, I have shit in the Arlington Forest.
No, I meant
Oh,
Darkspawn
here?
specifically.
I have to double check. Let's see. Upgrade strike abilities. Wait, which one's strike? Not that.
Smash and control.
Parry and
Parry and
smash.
smash.
Oh, strike.
Okay, so it would upgrade that one.
No, I wanted the rage generation. Yeah, I wanted that one first, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Oh yeah, 15% more from weapon attack. Yeah, I like that one.
Yep.
It's very useful.
We're at level 14 out of 50. Like when you really think about it in that grand scope, it's just like
I know, right?
Really not that much.
I mean, the leveling does feel like it slows down a little bit. I mean, not like you still level up pretty frequently.
Yeah, fucking.
But it
knew that
at
was
least slows down a little bit as you get further.
I knew that was a Gatlock barrel.
But yeah, you end up being able to access like a large majority of the skill tree.
Can't go over there at this point. Definitely can't access that because we tried earlier. Yeah, I think we're done in Darktown for now. I do want to go over to... Just real quick, I know we're running on borrowed time here.
It's true.
I want to go over to Treviso. Where is the... Where's the merchant for Treviso?
It'll be like right here.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's...
You just go through here, you go across the bridge, and he's to your left.
Okay.
He's right across the way from Viago and Taya.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, right here.
I know I collected a little bit more, but I'm just going to wind up selling everything.
Stock up with whatever you need.
That works.
Hey, you can, yeah, there you go. And now you got this shit.
And now I also have some
Now
more
you have
money.
access to the Ranana casual outfit.
Yay.
Which is just
very
leather!
It's a very good outfit.
Okay.
Suzie really likes it for her casual outfit.
I'm immediately buying this, because that's just more damage. And...
Ah, yes! The Lucanus outfit to the left is literally just an alt outfit of the Chains outfit that I talked about. Just straight up. The one you can get for Rook is just almost identical to Chains' outfit, and it fucking... It's wild. It fucking blows me away.
Potion, 10% ability damage? Yep. Give me that. Revival charges.
Yep. So you can have this on a companion, and you can have it, you know... As far as companions go, you can have, like, 2, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If you have, like, 1 per companion. Like, any companion can get an item that can give you a revival charge.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if you noticed in all those times that you just died 5 minutes ago, the little revive, grayed out revive button.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was.
Gotcha.
Ah, yeah. Here's another instance of, you know, check out what you might want from here.
Open.
Right.
The crows have a lot of fucking outfit styles in this game. Like a lot.
Don't that.
Hunting plumage.
Oh my god.
I love that as a mall. There
That
is an
is-
axe equivalent to those kind of things, but it's fucking crazy.
That is nuts.
Well,
I'm just gonna
there's a
grab
bunch of
that.
different colors for it too.
I'm just gonna grab that.
Yo, but like, listen, that headpiece on the right though. One more.
The fucking bird.
It's literally just a crow head.
Jeez, that's
It
ridiculous.
takes up the entirety of your head. If I made an A file, I'd have to use it.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives you a bird head.
Bird.
It's really funny. I can find the appearance of the hunting plumage if you would like.
Please do. While you do.
I can also send you what the casual outfit looks like if you would also.
Didn't look too appealing, but I might change my mind too. So, sure, why not? I am also, now that I have a little bit more money, gonna go and grab that outfit from Darktown. Which luckily they just spawn us in the the base anyway, so I don't need to go so far.
About me. I needed to be sure. The Knight Commander.
Lanos is playing for the other side, so Tarquin's probably dirty too. After all the shit we've been through, I thought I'd earned some trust.
I did it to protect the Shadow Dragons and the cause.
Yeah, you protected them. Happy now?
Ladies, please. You're both pretty.
So ignore the. I'll send you a back shot of this one too, because the crows in their capes.
Don't
ignore
do that.
the big snake bow that's on there.
Think I would be complaining about that?
So wait, how much longer are we going, by the way?
I'm literally just picking up a
Got
couple
some
more
new
things.
supplies. Take a look.
We're basically wrapping up.
Okay, just making sure.
Mhm. Again, I know we're on borrowed time, so. So I'm gonna have to buy that now.
Not gonna lie, here, I keep thinking you're going to end, and I have to pee so bad. And I've just
I'm
been
sorry.
not.
I'm
'Cause,
sorry.
Well, you're perusing the shop. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Here's the casual outfit. Ignore the colors on the right arm. That's the character's tattoos. And left arm, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Keep safe out there.
You would think that buying from the merchants would help, but I guess not.
Yeah, there are quite the number of crow outfits.
Hmm.
I'm also being called to take the dog out, so...
Okay.
I will also be right back.
Alright. Let's see what we got here.
Let's do business. Okay, computer, you can stop trying to take off now. Goodness. Well, I suppose there's nothing left to do but wait. Sorry, I got into the fucking rotation of the game. Of course, it's my own fault because we kept getting sidetracked. Mostly by me. Before the stream, we could have started at like 6:30, had an extra half an hour, but there kept being shit to do. Sucks, because like, this is the type of game that I absolutely would just play casually. But it's tied to a series. And for anybody who doesn't do content creation, first of all, I do highly recommend it. It is quite an experience on its own, right? But the downside to it is the fact that like the games that you play, depending on how you wind up running your channel or series, whatever the case is, kind of get locked off to you. It just kind of sucks. Only being able to play this for a few hours every week. Hey.
Hey.
We're on the ending screen right away, but PJ got called away to take out the dog, so.
Oh, I see.
No, I was just saying, I was just like, we could have had a little bit more time to do this, but distractions kept popping up, mostly on my end. We got into tangents, or I had to grab laundry, or whatever the case is. And it just kind of wound up continuing to push the time forward.
Right.
And I was also saying how it's like, to anybody who does content creation, first of all, I highly recommend it, because it is quite an experience. And definitely helps build different skills.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because depending on how you wind up running your channel, sometime, you know, a lot of times the games that you wind up playing on stream are tied to the stream. You can't really play it outside of stream time.
Right.
And it's just like, we're finally starting to get into the rotation of this game. I feel like it's finally starting to like click. The immersion's definitely setting in at the very least.
Good.
But at the same time, we can only do this for a few hours a week. And like, I get antsy because this is totally the type of game that I would just play casually.
Yeah.
And I can't fucking do that until we finish the series. So I love the game, but I'm disappointed in the timeline that we have for it, if that makes sense.
Right. Well, also, in a couple weeks, Dante will be, out on winter break, so we can have a couple of longer streams.
Cool. Yeah, what is next
That
week?
should help.
How does next week look for you?
Did I not ever send y'all next week?
I don't. Probably. Is that the one that I translated?
I think so.
I think I would know then.
Or was that this week that you translated?
It might have been this week. It might have been the first week. Yeah, up until the 6th. That's this week.
Yeah, I get off the same time as I did today.
Okay. Then that would be up to me to manage my time better, which shouldn't be a problem because the way that I see it, if everything goes well, I will have no reason to go out seriously food shopping for the entirety of next week. So,
okay.
As long as I don't wind up sleeping until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, should be fine.
Alarm.
We've been over this. The alarms don't necessarily work.
Find a more effective alarm. I never understood that because I can set literally the softest piano music as my alarm and it will wake me up. I've always been like that though. Like, I had a music box version of Phantom of the Opera as my alarm sound for the longest time.
Of course you did.
Specifically Masquerade.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've always been a heavy sleeper when I finally did get to sleep. And especially considering these past 5 months where I didn't necessarily have any motivation to get up early or on time. It's just been worsening my habit/sleep schedule.
Well, the thing is, like, when I'm asleep, I'm asleep.
Right.
Like, I could sleep through a tornado as long as I didn't know it was coming to the house.
Right.
But if I know I have to be up the next day for whatever reason, I guess it just drives my anxiety through the wall to the point where I automatically wake up around the time I'm supposed to, naturally. Right. Like the internal clock is just like, now! Wake up now!
Yeah, my clock needs to be fixed. You know what would fix that? Having a goddamn job. That would fix it real quick. I was saying this to Chris yesterday. It's just like, considering the amount of abuse that I took at my previous job.
Yeah.
It has been nice to have so many days where I could just sit back, actually get to sleep in, actually get to play and stream and hang out. But I'm way too fucking young to be retired. That's retirement shit, and I don't have the finances for it.
Right.
Of course, and this is kind of dipping into politics a little bit, but considering the state of our world here in the US of A.
Yeah, America! What are we talking about? I literally just put on the headset and I just heard US of A.
Yeah.
America!
And now I need to run to the bathroom, so musical chairs.
Are we ending the stream? Or we just...
There he goes.
Okay, well, I guess... Could've... Okay. How you doing, Suzie?
I'm here.
How was your piss?
It was relieving.
Good. I'm glad. I'd hate for it to be anything else. I have clean sheets, and I am excited. It's one of those small things that I feel like is completely justified to be excited about.
Mm-hmm.
Just so nice to sleep on clean sheets.
Luckily, the bathroom's right there. Yeah, I was just saying how, like, it's been nice considering the amount of abuse that I took at my previous workplace and how much I've had to sacrifice for it, to actually finally get some time to just do whatever, sleep in, play games, hang out, stream, all that.
Yep.
Basically just making up for all the time that we've missed. But this is like retirement. And I'm not financially stable enough to be retired. Of course, on the other end of things, considering the state of the economy here in the good old US of A, this is probably the closest that I will ever see to retirement.
So what you're saying is, you're technically free to stream Dragon Age every day again.
Technically, if I wasn't streaming anything else.
Here we go again!
Nuh-uh.
Let's just start over. Origins, let's go! We'll make it 3 months this time!
And I need to finish Veilguard first before we wind up going back again.
Start over right now!
You know, it's kind of
Nightmare Run, let's go!
Absolutely not.
Oh, but it was so fun.
For you?
Yeah, with you in Inquisition. How's that Origins Nightmare Run going, Suzie?
Again, we're going to attempt, but I hold the right to, like, backtrack if I need to.
But anyway, we've had more than enough tangents in the stream already.
The only thing is you know, when you get as far as Veilguard, you can't actually backtrack on talking about Nightmare Mode, because apparently you can only start and end in Nightmare Mode. You can't switch mid-game. Because you have to start a whole new file if you start Nightmare Mode in Veilguard.
Yep.
Kind of wild.
Alright. For the rest of the week, tomorrow, I am planning on streaming more Sands of Destruction over on Twitch. For those of you who were not around on Sunday, I made an attempt to multi-stream. It was going great, and then my computer basically just tried to blow up. So...
No.
Yeah. So...
Caught the Cadus disease.
Probably not the right time to attempt that yet. Although it's, you know, at least an attempt was made.
But we'll just stick with Twitch for right now. On Thursday, I think we're going to try to do a stream of Kingdom Hearts 3. It's kind of a sticky situation because we will be starting later than the last few weeks. And the world that we are going to basically locks me into it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So you can go through the world just fine, and I think leave the world just fine. But as soon as you finish up the boss, you get booted back to, I think, the nearest save point. And once you leave the world, that starts the next segment. So I needed to be sure that I was ready to make that commitment before saying yes or no to streaming this week.
Right.
I think we're okay. Honestly, I've done everything that I can right now, except for the flan, like the flan minigames. I guess we'll just play it by ear, honestly. Because doing the flan minigames gives you the Orichalcum Plus, which is needed to make the Ultima weapon, so eventually I'm going to have to wind up doing it anyway. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be right now, though. Because I can't even get the rest of the materials until we start the next section of the game anyway. So I think we'll be okay to do San Francisco, and then depending on the timing, maybe even a little bit after. So yeah, we will see what happens with Kingdom Hearts 3 this week. Friday and Saturday would be nothing. Sunday would be more Sands of Destruction if I don't wind up just hanging out. Monday is still nothing because I'm still too poor to buy a game. Which means you can't fucking start the next thing with Chris. Of course, this is all assuming that I just don't get kicked out because I'm 2 months behind on rent. And then next Tuesday, we start hopefully a little bit earlier, maybe like half an hour earlier. When I'm not distracted by everything else. Do some more Veilguard. So that is the general plan for this week.
Oh, hey, I like that game.
Oh, hey. As for Chris, he was actually streaming Brothership earlier today. I don't know if he's still streaming. I'd say probably not, but over on his Twitch channel, which the VODs eventually make their way over to the YouTube channel. PJ, how's it going?
Yo, I got a new computer. It's all set up. I'm slowly getting it to work. It was very frustrating at first, but as I said, slowly getting it to work. I finally just got Inquisition to work last night.
Hey.
So now all I need to do is do a test stream, which will be unlisted, so nobody's going to see that. But it will decide whether I am able to just jump right back into it and it was my computer's fault, or my internet's faulty, and that will be a whole nother thing, and that will take exponentially longer to figure out. Because I have to go through multiple channels to try to get just the internet looked at. And one of the main channels is very unwilling to do that. So,
yeah, don't we love
it's a struggle.
Don't we love that.
Yeah. Not even... Well, anyway. So, when I get that working again, whenever that may be, I will try to plan streaming again. Which will most likely be on either a Monday or Wednesday. More likely Monday, because that's just easier. But it would be either or. Or just whenever I could, but those are the most likely days. And I'll be continuing Inquisition, working my way to Veilguard. Well, maybe not immediately, I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I'll stream Veilguard right after I'm done. I feel like I shouldn't, I feel like I should get back to Fallout 4, but that's still a whole project. Especially now on the new computer. It's getting really hard to go back to Fallout 4.
Which is a shame, because I was enjoying it.
I know, I want to play the game. I've actively stopped myself from playing it in my off time all these years, because I was like, no, you can only play the game if you do it on the series. And then after that, you can play it casually again. I'm hating myself for it, but it's the only incentive I can keep up for wanting to do it on the channel. Oh, this is why mods are tricky.
Yeah.
That's why mods are tricky. I hate it. But I'm gonna try to get it to work. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to limit a lot of the mods that I had in there originally. I don't know what that's gonna do to the continuity that I was trying to make it a sequel series to New Vegas, but it's a whole thing. There's so many layers to it.
Yep.
One day I might just say fuck it and just barely work on it and just go. I don't know. It's a bit sad.
Bit silly.
But anyway, that's then. Now is Inquisition.
Okay.
And with the release of Veilguard, as I think I've said in past streams, with the release of Veilguard, I now feel like I can go back to my original plan for Inquisition and go at a more casual pace instead of what I said in the past few streams that I did, which made it sound like I was going to try to rush. So, thankfully I don't feel like doing that anymore. So, it'll be around. Okay. Eventually!
Eventually. Okay.
Yeah, that's as far as I have gotten.
And Suzie.
Not dead.
Alright.
All 3 of her channels.
I'll get back to him.
Yep. There's a lot more listed down below as well. Got a whole fucking group circle of content creators. Should also make mention of the always missing but never truly gone group streams.
I mean, we might have something in the works in the background.
It's true.
After all this time. It's a bit different than what we planned, but if anything gets us back to the group streams, it doesn't matter.
Discussions are being held about how we are going to handle the weekend group streams at this point.
Because it's almost been a year!
Yeah, I didn't even realize that that much time had passed, honestly.
I know, right? It's kind of ridiculous that it's been this long when we were going to go on a bit of a break because of scheduling problems. And it just never stopped being a problem. Because as soon as we stopped, all of a sudden we're like, oh, they're free days now. So we started filling up the free days. And all of a sudden it's like, fuck, we fucked ourselves. And now we have to get out of our current plans to re-plan the weekend days.
Yeah.
We still get together, which is the framework that we're going to build off of, but yeah. We'll get back to it.
Needless to say, some plans may be shuffled about due to how long we've been away from it.
Honestly, probably for the better.
Yeah, considering that we're in the mood anyway.
Yep.
Might as well just ride off of it.
Which, for anybody who pays close attention, I kind of referenced what we're talking about earlier in the stream.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, well, as soon as we know, you guys will know. I'm not one to keep it a secret, especially because a lot of our audience usually comes for the group stuff, and it'd be nice to see everybody again.
They're all dead now. We've been away for a goddamn long time.
To be fair,
Time to start from scratch. Let's go.
To be fair, you were away for what, like 2-3 years, and some people still stuck around when you came back. So
not nearly as many, but yes, I still appreciate the ones who have.
All right.
Again, not that that bothers me too much, because I do the streams for myself as much as anybody else.
Yeah. Anyway, that'll be it for now, though. Thank you guys for watching. If you're just here for Dragon Age, either here, just lurking in the chat or being active, which again I'm not going to be able to see during the series, but again, it is for the best. Dragon Age 2 has very much taught us to not fuck around with the chat regarding these matters. Yeah, if you're just here for Dragon Age, we will see you guys next week, next Tuesday, for more of that. Otherwise, plenty of stuff going on over the next 7 days. So tune in. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Good night, everybody.
Good night.